Ever since the release of the trailers for Disney's upcoming Snow White 2025 film, the overwhelming backlash has become impossible for the company to ignore. The Walt Disney Company quickly realized that the negative reception was far larger than they anticipated, leading them to take significant steps to control the damage. As a result, Disney has reportedly canceled the UK premiere of Snow White and significantly scaled back the US premiere, transforming it into a more private event with very limited press involvement. Interviews with lead actress Rachel Zegler, co-star Gal Gadot, and other cast members are expected to be minimal, with Disney attempting to avoid further controversy. A major development surrounding this situation comes from Park Studios and Paramount, two entities known for their sharp satirical takes on pop culture. In October 2023, South Park released the Panderverse, a special that gained widespread attention for its comedic critique of Disney's recent creative decisions. This special resonated with audiences and shed light on the company's current direction, leaving many questioning its approach. Now, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone are preparing for an even bigger project, a follow-up DEI special set to release in August 2025. This upcoming South Park special is expected to target Disney's handling of Snow White and, in particular, Rachel Zegler's controversial statements about the film. Over the past 2 years, Zegler has faced backlash for her remarks about the classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs 1937 film, which she referred to as outdated. Her comments, along with the film's modernized direction, have sparked intense debates among Disney fans and critics alike. Parker and Stone are reportedly incorporating these viral moments into the new special, using their signature satirical style to address the broader entertainment industry's trends. One of the key elements of this South Park special is a multiverse-inspired parody of Snow White. The storyline is expected to feature multiple versions of the character, including the Brothers Grimm version, Disney's original 1937 Snow White, Kristen Stewart's portrayal from Snow White and the Huntsman, and Rachel Zegler's 2025 adaptation. These different iterations of the character will reportedly engage in a humorous, action-packed battle reminiscent of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Avengers films. This approach allows South Park to explore how various interpretations of Snow White have evolved over the years while playfully critiquing modern changes to classic stories. Additionally, the special is set to address a variety of industry-wide topics beyond Snow White. Parker and Stone are reportedly planning to satirize Disney's hiring decisions, including its emphasis on diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. While South Park has always been known for poking fun at all sides of the political and entertainment spectrum, this special appears to focus on how certain casting and production choices have been perceived by the general public. Notably, the special will also touch upon Disney CEO Bob Iger's leadership decisions, particularly his involvement in hiring Rachel Zegler and his continued support of Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy. Beyond Snow White, Parker and Stone are expanding their satire to include other high-profile public figures. One unexpected inclusion in the special is Meghan Markle, who has been a frequent topic of media discussion. While details remain scarce, sources suggest that Markle's media presence and public perception will be a significant part of the parody. Furthermore, the special is expected to feature comedic takes on political figures such as Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump, demonstrating South Park's signature style of critiquing both sides of the political spectrum. It appears that Parker and Stone are taking their time to craft this special with careful attention to recent developments in Hollywood. They are reportedly waiting for Snow White 2025 to be released so they can include its reception and box office performance as additional material for their parody. Given the impact the Panderverse had in 2023, Disney executives are reportedly concerned that this new special could create an even greater public relations challenge for the company. According to industry insiders, Disney is already aware of the project through its connections with Paramount, which collaborates closely with South Park Studios. When the Panderverse was released in 2023, It had a significant cultural impact, with many viewers resonating with its critique of the entertainment industry. Now, with the upcoming DEI special, Parker and Stone are poised to deliver another bold satire, addressing the ongoing trends in Hollywood and the challenges that companies like Disney face in balancing modernization with audience expectations. As the release date for Snow White 2025 approaches, the industry is keeping a close eye on both the film's performance and South Park's response. Whether Disney can successfully navigate the ongoing backlash remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: South Park is once again ready to shake up the conversation in a way only they can. The backlash surrounding Snow White 2025 has been growing steadily since the moment Disney unveiled their modernized take on the beloved fairy tale. Critics argue that the film strays too far from the original story, altering key elements in a way that feels unfaithful to the source material. Fans have particularly criticized Rachel Zegler's previous comments regarding the 1937 animated film, calling them dismissive and disrespectful to Disney's legacy. These remarks, combined with creative choices that differ significantly from traditional adaptations, have fueled widespread skepticism and negative discourse online. Disney's approach to handling this backlash has been a topic of discussion among industry professionals. Instead of actively addressing concerns, the company has chosen to limit public engagement regarding the film. With the cancellation of the UK premiere and the scaled-down US event, it's clear that Disney is attempting to minimize potential controversies that may arise from press interactions. Many speculate that Disney is hoping the film's eventual release will shift the narrative, allowing audiences to judge it based on its merits rather than the pre-release controversies. Meanwhile, the involvement of South Park in this conversation has only intensified public interest. Trey Parker and Matt Stone have a long history of delivering biting satire that resonates with audiences, often addressing topics that mainstream media avoids. Their decision to tackle the Snow White controversy through a comedic lens demonstrates how much of an impact the backlash has had on public perception. By incorporating multiple versions of Snow White into a multiverse-style battle, South Park aims to highlight how drastically different interpretations of the character can be, ultimately questioning whether modernization efforts have enhanced or detracted from classic storytelling. Moreover, the upcoming DEI special is set to explore broader industry trends beyond just Snow White. Disney is not the only studio that has faced criticism for prioritizing certain initiatives over storytelling. Quality and Parker and Stone are expected to use their platform to satirize Hollywood's evolving landscape. The special will likely examine how corporate decisions influence creative choices and whether audience reception aligns with industry expectations. With the Panderverse having already set the stage for South Park's critique of Disney, the new special promises to take things even further. If the upcoming Snow White 2025 film underperforms or receives further criticism upon release, it could provide even more material for Parker and Stone to incorporate into their parody. Given their track record, it's safe to assume that their take on these issues will be both hilarious and thought-provoking, sparking even more discussions within the entertainment industry. In the end, the situation surrounding Snow White 2025 is a reflection of the broader shifts happening in Hollywood. Studios are constantly reevaluating their strategies to balance modernization with audience expectations, and not every decision is met with universal approval. As South Park prepares to take on this topic, all eyes will be on how Disney responds, and whether they can weather the storm of criticism surrounding their latest live-action adaptation. Whether audiences end up embracing the new Snow White or not, one thing is for certain: this controversy isn't fading away anytime soon. Disney has faced a great deal of scrutiny over the past few years, and recent events have only intensified the public's perception of the company. One of the biggest moments that truly exposed Disney for what they stand for in terms of messaging and ideology came through South Park's ongoing commentary. In a bold move, South Park tackled various elements surrounding diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, highlighting the company's approach to these topics. Their satire did not hold back, particularly when addressing key figures such as Kathleen Kennedy, who reportedly became very upset over their portrayal. So much so that she allegedly attempted to take legal action against Paramount and South Park, though this ultimately led nowhere. Parody is protected under free speech, making it extremely difficult to win any lawsuit against such content. South Park has faced many legal challenges over the years, yet none have been successful. Despite this, Disney's CEO, Bob Iger, is reportedly considering another attempt to challenge South Park, though the likelihood of success remains slim. A major focus of South Park's latest special revolves around Rachel Zegler and the upcoming Snow White movie. They are planning to parody not only Zegler's portrayal of Snow White, but also the broader Marvel Cinematic Universe and the concept of the Multiverse. This satirical take will also incorporate elements referencing Meghan Markle, who is set to be depicted as Megilla, a character seemingly inspired by her public persona. South Park has a long history of using cultural references in its storytelling, and this latest special is expected to continue that tradition. The special is rumored to target various public figures beyond Rachel Zegler. Names such as Sunny Hostin, Kamala Harris, and others have been mentioned, indicating that South Park aims to satirize several key moments from 2024. Given their history of fearless commentary, it is no surprise that they are diving deep into cultural and political narratives. Bob Iger is reportedly attempting to prevent Paramount from moving forward with this special. However, as history has shown, parody is legally protected, making any legal attempt highly unlikely to succeed. This is not the first time such measures have been attempted. Disney previously tried similar action in 2023, only to see it fail. 1. Of the more intriguing aspects of this upcoming South Park special is the parody version of a song from the Snow White film. It is expected to be a satirical twist on the classic Disney song, Whistle While You Work. The idea of reworking this song with South Park's signature humor suggests that they will be making a pointed critique of Disney's messaging and approach. The reason South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone are taking their time with this project is strategic. They reportedly want to wait until the film is officially released to gauge public reaction before finalizing their satire. This allows them to craft content that is timely and directly reflective of how audiences respond to the movie. Many speculate that Disney's Snow White remake could become one of the biggest box office failures in the company's history. The original 1937 Snow White film was a defining moment for Disney, establishing them as a dominant force in animation. However, the 2025 remake could have the opposite effect, potentially forcing the company to reevaluate its live-action remake strategy. The upcoming South Park special is expected to further highlight Disney's struggles, especially regarding the public perception of the Snow White film. Rachel Zegler's past comments about the film and its themes have already sparked controversy, with many viewers feeling disconnected from the new interpretation of the classic tale. With a reported budget exceeding $300 million, not including marketing expenses, the financial risk associated with Snow White is significant. If the movie underperforms, it could lead to major shifts within Disney, including changes in leadership and a reevaluation of their future projects. Many believe that Disney could have mitigated these risks by opting for a Disney Plus release rather than a theatrical one. Damage control efforts are expected to be in full force leading up to and following the film's release. Bob Iger, Rachel Zegler, director Mark Webb, and writer Greta Gerwig are all likely to engage in media efforts to shape the narrative surrounding the film. If the movie fails to resonate with audiences, these figures may find themselves working to counter negative press and public perception. Greta Gerwig, who co-wrote the screenplay, is known for her strong storytelling skills, but the challenge of adapting such an iconic tale has proven to be polarizing. Many fans of the original Snow White feel that the new film deviates too much from the classic story, which could further contribute to its potential struggles. At the core of the issue is the broader concern that Disney has been facing regarding audience reception. The studio's recent live-action remakes have received mixed reactions, and there is growing concern that audiences are becoming fatigued by these reimaginings. If Snow White does not perform well, it could be a pivotal moment for Disney, forcing them to reconsider their approach to future projects. Meanwhile, South Park's approach to satire remains as sharp as ever. Their ability to pinpoint cultural trends and controversies has kept them relevant for decades. With this upcoming special, they are once again positioning themselves at the forefront of commentary on major entertainment and political issues. While Disney faces significant challenges, South Park continues to push boundaries, creating content that resonates with audiences through humor and sharp social critique. As the release of Snow White approaches, it will be interesting to see how Disney handles both the public reception of the film and the inevitable satire that follows. Ultimately, the impact of this South Park special will depend on how audiences receive it. However, given the show's history of influencing public conversations, it is likely to spark discussions and further highlight the ongoing debates surrounding Disney's creative direction. What are your thoughts on South Park's upcoming special and their take on Disney's Snow White remake? Do you think this movie will be a success, or will it struggle at the box office? Share your opinions in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching.